We had to come kill the streets for 5 minutes. You said what?
I gotta turn down the music. The PD just came right
Okay. Tori, don't get my phone wet. Oh, why they do that?
Yeah, why they turn the music down?
Only because we have to turn it.
What's up, people? I'm back, baby. Fuck y'all got going on today, man. Look, man. Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, Kelsey, Kylie Jenner is going down. Straight up. We might all get the same in court. One of these days this week. You got the trial going on. You feel me? But it just amazed me, just to speak on this real quick. You really got 17,000 people listening to academics talk about a trial. Academics ain't never been to court for nothing major. No trials. Like, this is so far out of his lane. It's ridiculous. But people is tuned in and they actually taking what he say is some type of gospel. You know what I mean? But I'm glad y'all rock with me, man. Because I'd have been in court, not to be, you know what I mean, not to be proud about, but shit. Yeah, trials, courts, all that. You feel me? So I know a little bit about something. You feel me? So I wouldn't say it's an expert opinion, but it's goddamn near close. It's about close you're gonna get unless you talk to a lawyer, I swear to God. But that's how the night started, man. The night started great, you know, pool party under the, you know what I mean, under the lights. You feel me? It's nighttime, but you know how it is when you're in the pool at night. Man, that shit feel beautiful. Especially on a warm night. You know what I mean? 80-degree night. You in the pool chilling. Got the liquor going. Got the music playing. Shit, what more could you ask for? That's a beautiful night, right? Well, it was until it turned into this. Just wanted to catch y'all up to speed. You know what I mean? I know we all seen them videos. But today, man, we going to court, man. I got some video of someone who's actually was at the courthouse. She was in the hearings. She watched it all play out. You feel me? And she just gonna give y'all an update on what was going on in court from the opening statements, and I think we're gonna get a better understanding on the prosecutors with their saying, their side of the case, and the defense lays out their side of the case. And after they lay out their side of the case, I'm gonna speak on it, and you ain't gonna want to miss it, man. Cause I think I know what's gonna happen already. Straight up, check it out.
Trial of the people of California versus Daystar Peterson, aka Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez trial. So much has gone on. They just had the opening statements. So they started with the prosecution. Before we even do that, the jurors, they picked the jury. The jury's already selected. The judge went on to talk to the jury to talk about and let them know that they can't be affected by, kind of like anytime you see stuff on like Law and Order SVU, is kind of like that. So the judge kind of let the jurors know that they can't be affected by any streams. He also let them know that, you know, they can't talk about the case with anybody, and they have to look at it from Tory being prove that Tory was guilty. So he kind of went into that, and then they let the prosecution talk about what was going on. And so the prosecution did a really great job. They kind of painted the story, and they started off the story with Megan, Tory, Kelsey, and Jaquan. And Jaquan is Tory's driver, and Kelsey Harris, if you guys don't know, is Meg the Stallion's best friend and assistant. And they were all in the car. And so that's kind of where the prosecution started. And so he pretty much just said that they were in the car. Megan, it was Jaquan who was driving. Megan was in the passenger seat. Kelsey was in the back seat, and Tory was in the back seat as well. Apparently, according to the prosecution, a fight broke out where Megan said, or allegedly said, that Tory wasn't a great artist, and a fight happened. She left the car, and that's when she heard the words "dance bitch," and the gunshots happened. They said there was 5 gunshots. They only found 4 bullets. There are 3 911 calls, which they actually let us listen to, that happened. And they said that the police were called. However, Megan and Kelsey ended up going back into the car, which I don't think we've heard in media thus far, but I might be wrong. So Megan and Kelsey actually went up into the same car that they got out of with Tory and Jaquan. They were driving. However, those 911 calls were already happened, so the police were on the lookout for the license plate. That's when the police found the car, the SUV. They told everybody to get out of the car, and they actually showed a video of Megan limping once she got out of the car. So when they got back into the car, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. When they got back into the car, it was Tory and Jaquan. Jaquan was driving, Tory was in the passenger seat, and Kelsey and Megan were in the back seat. The police stopped them, and then what happened after that was that they had everybody exit the car one at a time. You actually see video. They played video of Megan exiting the car and walking backwards, but limping, and also leaving pools of blood as well. And then they also showed text message from Tory to Megan Thee Stallion, phone call that they aired as well from Tory to Kelsey, and then also they also introduced Megan's bodyguard, who Kelsey actually text a few minutes after Megan was shot, and I believe his name is Justin, and they introduced him, and they pretty much just said that Megan's bodyguard went to Tory's house to get the rest of Megan's stuff, and Tory also apologized. So they proved all those, and then also the gunshot residue that was found on Tory Lanez and also Kelsey. So they said, you know, pretty much summing up what the prosecution said, due to all these events, and they're going to be bringing up everybody. Megan's supposed to be coming in on be in court on Tuesday, and they pretty much just said that all these points lead to Tory's the one who shot the gun, because he wasn't, then why would you apologize? Then Tory's defense came up, and they didn't get to finish entirely, but the defense started a little bit sooner. So the defense essentially started when Megan, so they started there, and saying that Megan and Kelsey and their stylist was there. Megan invited Tory. Tory came to the house. By the time Tory came to the house, the defense was really interested, really key in saying that Kelsey was passed out. So the defense pretty much just said that everybody by the time Tory got to the house, everybody was drunk. Then this is Kylie Jenner's house. Megan wanted to leave because the defense was alleging that Tory and Kylie were getting kind of close in the pool. Megan wanted to leave. Tory didn't want to leave because he said he just got there. And then essentially she told the stylist was going to drive them because that's how they got there in the first place. She told the stylist to leave, to put all her stuff that was in his car into Tory Lanez's car. And Tory said that Jaquan was going to drop her and Kelsey home, but he was going to stay at Kylie's house. Megan didn't really like that idea. However, she got in the car. Apparently, they were driving to her house, and then she told Jaquan to turn around and go back to Kylie's house. She decided that he was just going to go with her just so nothing else happens, and they get into an argument. The defense also says the argument was between Kelsey and Megan because apparently Tory and Kelsey were together, and then Tory and Kelsey were together, and then Megan stole Tory from Kelsey, and then also in that conversation that the defense had, they said that Megan also stole Ben Simmons and the baby from Kelsey as well. So those are some of the things that have been going on, and the defense, their whole start was it was all because of jealousy. This is all happening because of jealousy. If Megan wasn't jealous of Kylie, then she would have just left the house knowing that she was drunk. She would have left her stylist and everybody would have been home. If Megan wasn't, jealous of her friend Kelsey, then she wouldn't have tried to steal all these guys. And this is all what the prosecution is saying. We don't have any, this is just what they've been saying. What interesting fact, though, however, before I get out of here, is that Megan hasn't spoke to, according to the defense, Megan hasn't spoke to Kelsey in 2.5 years. And that's essentially since the shooting did happen. So court has been adjourned until 1:30. So I'll be back with more updates. But we are halfway through the defense's opening statements. So when we come back, that's what they're going to get into. But definitely stay tuned. So my name is TK Trinidad. We'll be live reporting throughout the trial. So keep it close for continuous updates. So see you guys in a bit. Ciao.
First, I want to say Tory Lanez is a wild boy. Some of this information is new. Like, I didn't know that Meg was actually on her way home and then came back. But what the fuck was Tory Lanez thinking? Tory Lanez thought that he was going to deal with all 3 of these women. I mean, I guess it's Hollywood though, but I think I said in my old video, Meg kind of knew in Hollywood. She ain't know the game. You feel me? Tory was a little bit more seasoned. But he thought he was going to send Meg home with his driver and stay there with Kylie. While this girl was drunk. Man, what the fuck, man? She spent right back round. Look, take me back to the house. Straight up. But I don't know what the fuck Tory Lanez was thinking. Yo, that was a recipe for disaster. You mix alcohol with emotions? Man, you already know what's going to happen. Especially when you get to talk about being intimately involved. He kind of brought the situation on himself, man. And I never really watched that video when she was backtracking. Like, you can see the blood. You can see the blood. I think they say the windows were shot out. I ain't going to get into conspiracy theories. I'm just going to deal with the facts. They say she got shot in the foot. Now, the pictures I seen, they look a little suspect. I got to be honest. But what the defense is trying to, the picture they trying to paint is, they haven't said it yet, but you can kind of see what they're alluding to. The defense is going to try to put this on Kelsey. I got to be honest. You heard what she just said. The defense said that Meg stole Ben Simmons from Kelsey, stole Tory Lanez from Kelsey, and the baby from Kelsey. You feel me? So, that's the defense angle. That shit. Kelsey had more of a reason to shoot Meg than Tory. You follow me? But I kind of believe that, yo. I gotta be honest. I kind of think that's probably what happened. But Tory is not, and he not in with them. You feel me? Meg and Kelsey was best friends, grew up, sandbox. You know what I mean? Then you got this guy. You feel me? You got this guy on one end. They just a guy they was fucking with from Hollywood. They ain't know that man that long, so they gonna stick together, even though they separated now. And that's strange too. Because Why they separate? If Tory Lanez did this, why did Meg and Kelsey separate? That's a valid question, and I think we're going to get some type of answers to it in this court case. Now, Meg is not scheduled to be there till, what, tomorrow. I'm interested to see what she got to say. I think all these people going to have to take the stand. But what's going to break the barrier, what's going to separate guilty from not guilty, is going to be Kelsey's statement. Is she coming to court? I haven't heard too much of her. Have she even gave a statement? You feel me? Because basically all you're dealing with is Tory Lanez, his driver, Meg, and Kelsey. As of right now, we got Meg versus Tory. Tory Lanez's driver going to ride with him. You can believe that, without a doubt. So, is this going to be Tory word, his driver word against Meg's? But what's going to break it, what's going to break the ice, is going to be Kelsey. What is she going to say? That's what's going to determine not guilty or guilty. But at the end of the day, I think ultimately this is going to end in a hung jury. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm stamping it right now on day 1 of the trial. This case is going to end in a hung jury. The only way it might not be is because, you know, they painting this narrative of protect black women. So they trying to paint Tory Lanez as being this, I don't even know the word for it. But I don't like that narrative because I think black men do protect black women. I think this is just Tory Lanez versus Meg. All that other stuff is just, yeah, man, you can throw that out of there. It don't really belong here. I think this was a drunk situation that just got out of hand between people that was all fucking each other. For real, that, for lack of better words, that's really what it was. You know what I mean? Somebody grabbed a gun, might have been a tussle, gun got fired, hit Shorty in the foot, and here we are today. And the prosecutor's angle is going to be, Tory was trying to be sneaky. You see, he tried to send Meg home. And then if he didn't do it, why he kept apologizing? He apologized to the driver, he apologized to Meg, and it's all in text message. Them text messages is going to be hard to get over. Now, if y'all can remember, Tory Lanez said he texted him because he apologized for messing with both women, or all 3 women. But that's going to be determined by who the jury going to believe. You know, you can say that, but this girl did get shot. You do got these texts apologizing. So it's going to be up to the jury what they're going to believe. That's why I think it's going to be ended a hung jury, man, because the case is kind of confusing. It's really a whole bunch of he say, she say. It's not really no concrete facts other than the gunpowder residue, but that's on Tory and Kelsey. So how you going to distinguish that? And I don't even think Tory, I don't want to say nothing that's wrong, but I did a video on it like when the information was fresh. But one of their fingerprints is not on the gun. Straight up. It might be on the gun, but it's not on the trigger. It's something like that. You can watch my other video I did a couple months ago, and I detailed that. But how y'all think this gonna go, man? Guilty or not guilty or hung jury? I swear I'm leaning towards hung jury right now. Now, as more information come out and more witnesses testify, because it probably ain't gonna be, but this might be a quick trial, man. They're gonna bring expert forensics analysts. They're gonna be there. They're going to bring the gunshot trajectory people. They're going to be there. But then the witnesses, you only got, what, 3, 4 people. It was only 4 people that was actually a witness to this case, to this crime. So I think it's going to get wrapped up relatively fast. But like I said, how y'all feel, man? Guilty, not guilty, hung jury. Straight up. But at the end of the day, I think Tory Lanez brought this on himself. And it just was an unfortunate situation that turned back. You know what I mean? But that's how it is when you try to play the game and you don't really belong in it. Because if he didn't do this the right way at all. Like, you weren't supposed to go that hard. It's like, if that's how you wanted the car, you supposed to do that shit on the sneak. You supposed to dropped her off, let her go to sleep, and then leave back out. You know what I mean? That's how I would have carried it back when I was living like that. But I don't live like that no more, so I don't gotta worry about those type of situations. But let me know in the comments, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, support the real, man. And don't go to academics for nothing involving criminal. Cause that boy is lost. He don't know nothing about it. And I'm out.
Baltimore, Baltimore, bitch, I'm reppin' Baltimore. Young street nigga, dope boy, I come from Baltimore. Baltimore, Baltimore, young niggas be shining on them dirt bikes, we be wildin', selling scramble out of houses. About to hit the block, you know it's trapping time. Gotta watch what I say, cause they might tap